Hi, I hope you're really well. So I'm actually going back to my very first video that I ever did, and that was less than a year ago. And I thought I would just do it again because there's a lot of you that are now following me that you would have missed out on this video way back when, and it was really popular, so I think a lot of people wanted to know about it, and that is how to use an eyeshadow palette. So I've got this lovely little Maybelline New York eyeshadow palette in Designer Chocolates. I know you can still buy this from Priceline and sometimes from the supermarket. And I'm just going to show you how to use it. Now you can use it in varying degrees. So basically, I'm just going to lift the lid off now. It comes with these little thingy-bobbies. I don't use them. You can use them if you really want to. In fact, I'll show you how to use them. I'll show you how to use it for one thing, but I think you're better off to actually use your fingers to apply it to kind of overall, and just use the little applicator just for sort of the eyeliner, which I'll show you how to do. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start off with the lightest color. Now this you're gonna take all over, we call it the base of the eyelid, and that basically means, sorry, not the base of the eyelid, the base of the eye. So you're gonna take it all the way up to the eyebrow. Now I'm only gonna do it on this side because I'll do something else on this side. So that's the lightest color. Then you're gonna take this kind of nudie taupey color just to the eyelid. So that's just semicircle there. Now this is definitely, you could actually use this color all the way up, like I used the white. And that can actually look really nice, especially if you have older skin and fine lines or any kind of wrinkles in the eye area. I would use this nudie color over the white. The white can just be a bit stark on older skin, so make sure you do that. Now this color, this is really nice, and this could also be used alone. I probably wouldn't use this, oh sugar, this kind of, I don't know, I guess you call it like a metallic-y cemani color. I wouldn't use that all the way up to the brow unless you're going to an 80s party. But you could use it all over the eyelid. But for this purpose, I'm just gonna use it basically in the, so see how I'm not taking it all the way in? I'm just going from basically the halfway mark to the corner of the eye, and see how I just keep going over and over and blending and blending. Now what I'm gonna do, which I could do with my pinky, but I'm gonna use this little applicator thingy, is I'm gonna use the dark chocolate color. And now this is nice and matte. Again, you could use this color by itself over the whole semicircle, not all the way up to the brow. Again, if you're going to maybe a 70s party, you could do that. But for every day, you could definitely do it over the whole eye area, and that would be a really nice smoky brown. But for this purpose, I'm going to apply it just to the lash line, and it just gives the eye that really nice definition. Now I'm just going to use my finger to kind of blend it up. Now I could have used my little finger, which I'll do now, and I would just do the same thing and keep it really close to the lashes. And it's also really nice to take it in a little bit of like a little triangle on the inner eye, and see I keep bringing it up, up, up. So you never want the dark to go down and just make you look really sad and droopy. So that's how to use an eyeshadow palette if you're going to use every single color. Now I'm going to show you what just the one color looks like. Actually no, I'm going to show you kind of all of them, what they look like. I'm just going to layer them on top of each other. So basically this is your, in fact I'm going to take this all the way up to the brow line. So this is the slightly darker color, the sort of taupe, and that looks really nice all the way up. See, it's really subtle. It's actually not as stark as the white. However, the white you can see is really nicely highlighted and really fresh. But this is just sort of, I don't know, almost, I think it's a little bit more modern, to be honest. Now I'm gonna take the cemani color over the whole eyelid. Remember, I took it just halfway on this eye, so this eye I'm gonna do it all the way across. I'm kind of preferring this style, to be honest with you, so just losing that whole base color of that white. And now I've got my ring finger, and I'm gonna take that right kind of across the salmon as well. And it just sort of blends the two colors together, which I quite like. So you can see there, and then I just use the other finger just to really blend it out. You never, ever, ever want harsh lines when it comes to your eye makeup. You're always blending, even if you're using your finger. The other thing you can do, excuse me, is use your, if you've already put your blush or bronzer on or whatever, you can then actually do this and then just sweep it across the eye area, just to sort of buff it out, and see, it just makes it really nice and buffed and fresh and blended and all those nice words that we like to use. So there you have it, guys. A Maybelline eye palette. You can buy them from any brand, CoverGirl, L'Oreal, Revlon, you know, the cheaper ones like Savvy, Rimmel, you name it. Everyone does an eyeshadow palette, and you apply the same principles no matter what they are. So that is multiple eyeshadows in one thing. You can use any one of those colors just by themselves as well, which I didn't mention. So get into it, get practicing. If there's anyone you know that you might that might enjoy this video, please share it with them, like, etc, etc. But most importantly, head to mollymakeup.com.au right now, and while you're there, subscribe. Check out my other videos too while you're at it, and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I send out a newsletter every weekend, and you don't want to miss that because it's all sorts of news and tips and tricks. So head to it. Have a great day. Enjoy contouring your eyes, and I will see you soon. Bye.